Hello, year 2 designers. Achoo! Oh no, I just sneezed my germs everywhere. Oh, I meant to do it in my sleeve, aren't I? Or, oof, in a tissue and put it straight in the bin. Oh no. Let's make a toy to teach children that sneezing releases microbe monsters. It releases germs. Look, we're going to pull a string and we're going to make the microbe leap out of his nose. But how does that work? How does pulling the string make it move? I know, let's explore that. Here I am with a big bucket of lovely sweet treats and snacks. I want to get upstairs for a midnight feast, but oh no, it's just too heavy. I can't move it by myself. What am I to do? I know, we're going to make a pulley. I've tied a rope onto the bucket and then I've thrown the rope over a nice tall beam. In this case, it's top of my stairs. Hey, that worked. If I was outside and I wanted to pull something up high, I might use a branch of a tree. This is a pulley where we're pulling up on the rope and making it go higher. But actually, we can do better than that, because if you look at my poor stairs, can you see it's rubbing all the paint off where the rope's going? So there must be a better thing. Yep, there sure is. A much better thing. A little simple machine that's called a pulley. Let's get this off, this rope. And here is our pulley system. It's a little simple machine that's got a wheel on it. So instead of it rubbing up against the paint, it's on a little wheel that spins. And there we go. I've pulled my bucket up with a little bit of string on my pulley. Let's watch that action all the way up. I've got my pulley rigged up. Can you see my pulley just there? Yay, that worked brilliantly. So here we are, a little pulley, and it has a wheel on it. So we don't have to use a pulley like this. We could just use a beam or a branch of a tree, or with our toy we're going to make, we're actually going to use a door handle. But I wanted to show you a real proper pulley. There we go. And it's got a hook, I can tie it on, and the string goes through. And when I pull it, the wheel goes round. So hurrah! All my midnight feasts upstairs. Thanks so much, pulley. Great stuff. Let's make our next microbe monster, our little toy to teach children about sneezing and covering up your nose. So we need a few things. We've got some string. A bamboo skewer is really helpful for this. If you haven't got one, you don't have to have one. Some straws, some beads. If you don't have beads, they're just to stop things flying off the ends of the strings. So what you can do is just tie big knots in the end of the strings if you haven't got beads. And then we've got our tape and some scissors and some felt pens. And then I've got this worksheet of a giant nosed person. And I'm just going to, in the corner of that, I'm going to draw my microbe monster that I designed. Now, don't worry if you don't have one of these sheets. You can have a look at one on your dojo. But if you haven't got one, you're just going to use a bit of scrap cardboard to do this. And I'll show you what to do. But it's the same idea that you've got your eyes and your nose, and then you've got your little microbe monster drawn out there. Let's do that for you. So here you go. I've drawn a silly cartoon of a big-nosed person, big eyebrows, got eyes on there. You can do it however you want, whatever style, and then you just put your monster on the corner as well. So we cut those out now. Now, for our microbe monster, I'm just doing a circle around it, and then I'm snipping out my face. And again, this can be kind of however you want to do it. You could not cut a bit off the top, and you could add hair and things like that if you wanted to. It's up to you. Now, what we do is we're going to add 2 bits of straw to the back. You need to cut these because you don't want them going over the edges of your face, your nose and your eyes. And these need to be stuck on really well with some tape. It's important that these are nice and strong, because the strings are going to run through these up over the pulley which is going to be the door handle, and then down back through the other straw. So we want these nice and strong as they stop the strings getting tangled as well. So that's good and secure. We're going to do the same with our little microbe monster, but we need smaller bits of straw this time because we don't want it all showing. And we just do the same thing, little gap between them, stick one on and then the other. Lots of nice tape, making sure it's good and strong. If you find it hard doing tape, then get someone to help you. It's not a problem. There we go, I'm just trimming off a bit of tape that's gone over the edge. Now, we do exactly the same with our one that we did on the back of a cereal packet, if people are doing that at home. We flip them over, we make sure they're both the right way up, and then we tape on a little bit of string to our kebab skewer. These are so helpful and useful. I use these loads and loads in design technology. Now I'm just checking to make sure that my face and my monster is the right way up, and I'm just going to put a little arrow so I know definitely that's the right way up. And I push the kebab skewer with the string on the end through the first straw, and I'm doing the one on the left, and then I'm going up through the same sort of side, same straw, same side, up through there, and then going to go down through the other straw, and then down through the straw on the microbe monster, and pull that through, and there we go, all strung on. Excellent. I'm just going to snip off my bamboo skewer. That can be used again. I'm just showing you that you don't need to have beads. You could tie knots, but I'm actually going to snip that off and tie a bead on. You could tie on a little bit of straw. You know, you could get another bit of straw and tie that on. But beads are good fun to use. Or just, as I say, big knots. There we go. It comes all the way through. That's lovely. That's checking it's working. We're going to pull a bit out at the top, and we're going to secure that in a minute. We're going to stick that down in a minute. I just wanted to show you that it's the exact same thing if you're making it out of a cereal packet at home. 2 straws on the top, 2 straws on the bottom. Pokey pokey with your string, tying knots, or you can tie on bits of straw, that's fine. And then a little bit of loop at the top. And it's really important that you put some sellotape on right at the top there, making sure that they're not going to flop, because that's the bit that hooks onto your pulley. And there we go. Achoo! We can show the little children that unless we're careful when we sneeze, germs spread. Another naughty microbe monster toy. Well done, everybody.